Nakamuraya was the perfect hiding place. However, Toyama and his men nevertheless put great effort into securing a backup hideout for Rash Behari Bose. With police efforts progressing intensely, Toyama became increasingly concerned that Bose would soon be discovered. There was only a small number of Indians in Tokyo, and in the 2 weeks that he had been hiding there, it was not unlikely that word would soon leak of his whereabouts. Once 2 possible alternatives had been secured, Aizo went to inspect each of the proposed hideouts, but neither was satisfactory. One of the houses was located in a peaceful residential area, so quiet that even a rickshaw passing by would have been noticed right away, while the interior of the house could be clearly seen from the street. One day passed after the next, and Bose ended up staying on at Nakamuraya for 4.5 months. An incident then occurred in February of 1916, in which the British authorities abducted 7 Indian men aboard the Japanese passenger boat Tenyo-maru when it docked at Singapore. Japanese ships were under the jurisdiction of the Japanese government, and so it was absolutely impermissible for the British authorities to simply go ahead and arrest passengers of their own accord. As a result of this incident, the policies of the Japanese Ministry of Foreign Affairs regarding Britain altered to a degree, and they revised and accepted Toyama Mitsuru's opinions concerning Bose. In April of the same year, no longer under the stress of being pursued by the Japanese police, Bose decided to leave the protection of the Somas. There were particular tragic circumstances that had led him to make this decision. When Bose first entered their care, Koko had a young, unweaned infant. The stresses of the situation took their toll on her body and mind, and she was plagued with anxiety. Just 17 days after Bose's arrival, on the 19th of December, her child passed away. Bose blamed himself for this unfortunate incident, believing that it was because he had introduced such tremendous stress that Koko's health had suffered, causing her to no longer be able to produce enough milk to feed her own daughter. Words could not even begin to describe Bose's remorse, and yet Koko never expressed any regret over their decision to shelter him. She was a character of great bravery and resolve, and her strength of spirit far surpassed what could be expected of any other woman under such circumstances. In front of Bose, she showed only her unyielding spirit. But there is no doubt that as she lay in bed every night, her collar would become soaked with tears of grief. As an important figure with so much responsibility resting on her shoulders, She never let her pain show. But it is certain that somewhere deep in her heart, she was haunted by profound sorrow. As a result of her distress, she eventually became bedridden with an illness so severe that she was unable to come down from the second floor. Feeling responsible for the tragic situation, Bose decided to leave the home of the Somas.